Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to My Life on Paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. All month long, I'm playing along with Follow a Sketch February. Today's sketch is this lovely one by Kim Keen, and I am doing photos of the Chicago Art Institute. Our good friends Christine and Pablo, we spent the weekend with them for New Year's Eve, and they took us to the Arts Institute where we've never been before. Pablo and Christine go a lot, so that was most enjoyable. And now I'm scrapbooking the pictures, which look kind of weird, but they're pictures of pictures. So there you go. Okay, so I'm going to get my three strips. Two of the strips are going to come from this paper. I have this little bit of paper left over, the scrap paper, but it had stripes. So I thought, well, this works well. So I'm gonna trim those down, get them into thin strips and use those. But yeah, I think, there'll be more pictures of the Art Institute. I don't know that there will be more pictures of just the pictures though. Um, we've got, of course, the famous couple photo with the pitchfork, and then I believe the one on top is called the Wave, which was featured that day. And then on the bottom is a picture. There was miniatures, and Christine said, "Take a picture. You can get a selfie in the mirror," and we did. And I saw theirs later, and theirs looked so much better than ours. So they got the whole room, which makes so much sense. Because I just got this mirror that looks like we're looking in a mirror and I got a selfie. So anyway, you will see more pictures of this coming up. Um, so right away, I am going to get the strips first glued together. I have that. So the film strip paper on the left is from Reminisce, and it's been sitting in my stash a while. I love it. I absolutely love it, but I just don't know what to do with it. So my first venture into using it is just to cut these little strips off and using them behind the photos, which I think worked really good. So, and once I get that down, oh, I'm going to trim up my photos a little bit, taking the wall space off of them. I think they're all 2 by 2, and I think aren't that 2 by 2, 2 by 3, and I think that's the way I developed them because you can get like four 2 by 3 um, pictures on a 4 by 6 photo, um, with using like a app such as Project Life to make a collage. So I am going to trim off more of this photo to get like the wall space off, and then I'll just have the frame in the picture, and then I'll arrange them on the strips. They're in the sketch, they're kind of cattywampus, but my pictures, I tucked them like right into the strips, and it didn't really work to have them crooked at all, so mine are straight. Looking at the sketch, there's those dots in the next to the strips on the right and the left, right upper, left lower. And I wasn't, there's a lot of ways you could do that. And I decided to take this is a Vicky Wooten stencil, and I've got my um, mustard seed ink, and I'm just gonna um, move that ink around over the stencil to get a pattern there. And I'm not being very careful. I'm just kind of doing it randomly, and then I'll do the same thing on the bottom here. And once I get the mustard seed all down, I kind I'm looking at my strip that's that golden color, and I'm thinking that the mustard seed is pretty bright. So I'm going to experiment, and I'm going to bring in Twilight, which is it's Catherine Pooler, and it's a dye ink. The mustard seed is a distress oxide, and so I'm just going to take my brush and lightly apply it over. I'm testing it out on that piece of paper there. I'm going to lightly apply it on the yellow. And I kind of, you can see sometimes brush a little bit off on the white, because if you do it if you put too much on the brush, it's going to come down and you're going to see a big brush stroke on it. So I'm trying to like kind of almost dust it on there. And I'll take some time with the right hand side. And once I get that the way I want it, I'll move over to the left hand side. You would think it would take me the same amount of time to do each of them, but looking at this, I'm very much more particular, I think, about this left-hand side for some reason, and I don't know why. Um, yeah. So, oh, but I'm going to go back up there. Just make sure. I think I decided I wanted a little bit darker. This is a pretty simple sketch and it doesn't need much more, but I do go into my stash. I have some hip kit things that are travel related that I'm going to use. So I pull out the arrow says here and there, and then the other wordy bit says experience new vibes, which I thought was very appropriate for this. So I'm gonna kind of put those there for now. And then I wasn't sure how to make my title, and I do um I do have I don't usually use letter stickers at all. I know you can Frankenstein them. I have a hard time. I'm kind of obsessive, compulsive, probably, and I hate when you have leftover things that you can't use. I don't know if that's obsessive or not, but anyway, so I don't usually buy them, but I do have some that come with different kits. So I do have these like tile letters. It's almost like on a wood grain print, and I'm gonna do Art Institute. I use up every T on that sheet. I could have done of Chicago, but I thought that was a long enough title, so I stick with Art Institute. And then once I get that down, that is going to be my whole layout, other than putting some splatters on. So I like doing these sketches kind of to try different things. This is not kind of a layout I would gravitate towards um, naturally. And but this did work, and I was glad to have these photos. I mean, you could use any photos, but this is kind of a fun one to use. Um, so I will have State Goddess listed below. She's her Facebook is Scrapping Reflections. She's State Goddess on YouTube, and you can go to the Facebook group and check out everybody's take on the sketches and see the sketches for the whole month. And you don't have to have a YouTube channel to put your version, your take into the album. I'm going to try to play along every day this month. I can't make any promises. I have the first week done so far, so and we're on day 3. But be checking back for more. And then here it is. So thanks so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.